Today and tonight are a moment of victory, a personal victory, though. Caitlin and I both co-host this show, but it's really my victory, Caitlin. It's really my only and sole victory. You want to know why?
Why? What's up?
Because sometimes when your friends are against you, when your back's up against the wall, when you set out on a goal and your friends and closest confidants say, you know what? I think you bit off a little bit more than you can chew, buddy. I think you should slow your darn roll. And you say, you know what? I love you. I know you have my best interest at heart. You don't want to see me heartbroken, but I believe in myself. And I know where we can take things. That is me tonight, Caitlin. That is me because just 7 days ago, I stared doubt, courtesy of Caitlin, in the face, and I said, you know what? I want 3,000 views on this episode. What was it, 4?
Yes.
4.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I want 3,000 views. And Caitlin said, you know what? I think you're getting a little arrogant. I think you're getting a little cocky. I think maybe like 2.3, something atrocious. And I said, no, that's not how progress works. And you know what? I can't really take credit for this as the honking horns. I don't know if we're getting that, but it's a busy night in Jersey City. I can't take full credit for it. I know Banjo mistakenly tapped the computer a couple of times. A couple of views went to him and his paws. But also, you listening to this delivered 3.2 thousand views. They're honking for me in Jersey City. It's a celebration. My city's embracing me. Caitlin.
Kev, you have to get the numbers right. It's 3.3,
Woo!
not 3.2.
Woo! Double tray. I love it. 3.3, all the way to the bank, all day long. Buckets. I've got the hot hand. I feel great. Can you say congratulations? Can you say you were wrong?
I was wrong. I'm eating my words. I mean, it all goes to all the fans. Like,
you know what? You know how I feel right now?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I am enough.
When you said that on the live stream, I started to crack the heck up.
Well, do you know the backstory? I mean, I think you know the backstory, but if you're listening to this right now and you don't know the backstory, I don't even know if this is why Caitlin's cracking up, but why I was cracking up is because last week MTV effed up the title of I Am Enough, which is, if you don't know, an empowerment anthem by Cimarelli, and a good one at that, to Am I Enough, which completely contradicts the whole point of the song. So it was like, Am I Enough by Cimarelli, the most insecure song maybe of all time, but of course that's not the case. Also, Amy Sim coming on the show in 2 weeks. We'll see if it happens, but that's what she says. So the pre-show, that is, the big reveal, top requested pre-show. We got a bunch of news to get to, but a lot of callers too. So Caitlin, what are we looking at callers-wise?
Faith, can you hear us? Oh, there we go.
Faith? Yes.
Faith, you there?
Yes.
How are you? Where are you calling from, Faith?
I'm sorry, can't hear. Sorry.
Oh, if you can hear me, where are you calling from?
From the Philippines.
Amazing. Well, you know what? I'm enough of a Philippines expert now. I would like to say good morning.
Wow.
Faith.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's 9 p.m. at night where I am in New Jersey.
Oh, well, good evening, Kevin.
Thank you, Faith. Now the connection's really good. So, well, it's 9 a.m. by you. Did you watch the show? I would say tonight, but this morning, did you watch the show this week?
Yes, actually.
What did you think of it? Give me your review.
The show, it was really exciting for me because it was my first time watching it, actually.
No way.
Yeah. I missed it last week, so this week I made sure that I won't miss it.
That's
it was
awesome.
really fun. It was my first time.
I'm so happy to hear that, Faith. Let me just hold on. I'm just gonna close the. Caitlin, are you getting any of this outside noise?
Not really.
Okay, cool. Sorry. There's a lot of motorcycles outside my house, Faith. So how did you learn about the show last week? Was it a particular artist that brought you to it?
Yes, actually, SB19.
They're the hot new band, the hot new group.
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about SB19 really quick. Are they? They're obviously growing very fast and getting a lot of attention now in the United States because of the MTV show. But give me a little background on SB19.
Well, SB19 is actually a P-pop group here in the Philippines. They're the first ever P-pop group trained under a Korean entertainment company. And their goal is to break into the music scene of the Philippines. So, yeah, and I really think they're really into it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did they ever like cross paths with Morissette?
Cross paths, yeah, actually. They've met Morissette and other artists like Sarah Geronimo.
Oh, no way. Hey, how do I say Sarah's name? Is it Geronimo or Geronimo?
It's Geronimo, yes, Geronimo.
All right, I know what I'm talking about. I gotta visit the Philippines. What's like the best time of year to visit the Philippines?
Well, not this time actually, but I think summertime.
Okay.
I would really recommend Boracay, the beaches here in the Philippines, the islands. It's really beautiful here.
All right, I might have to book that trip for next year.
Yeah.
Totally. Faith, you doing anything fun this weekend?
Actually, later I'm going to have an online class. I just dropped by. I saw your tweet, so yeah.
Well, we appreciate you making time for the little people like us in between studies. That's cool.
No problem. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Faith, call back and thanks for. Don't be a stranger on social media. Say hi.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Good luck at class. I just want to make a point very quickly while I'm on my high horse, and I'm probably going to be on my high horse all night because I said we'd get 3,000 views. Caitlin did not, and we did get 3,000 views. I have I don't even think it's a theory anymore. I think it's a bona fide fact. Listening to this after show helps you academically. As we saw there, Faith saw it as the perfect warm-up for online class on a Saturday. And then I got a nice message from Becca, who's somehow Becca always gets through. I think she slips Caitlin's 20s, honestly. I think she Venmos Caitlin 20s. And then it's always, oh, look at this. Oh, it's Becca's on the line. Oh, I didn't know it was Becca. But so Becca's always on the show. And she was taking some like standardized testing in the UK. And I wish her good luck. I gave her, my good fortune, my Irish luck blessing, the same Irish luck and good fortune that I gave this show when I said we would get 3,000 views and Caitlin said we wouldn't get 3,000 views. That same luck I gave to Becca. I'm very generous. And she got amazing scores on her test. So I'm happy to report that. And if Becca on social media, she's Cimarelli Locks, and you want to do a nice thing, you could send her a little message and say, hey, I heard on the after show that you did good. Congrats, Becca.
Yes, big congrats. And speaking of...
Well, I was just gonna say, or there's always the other option of being like Caitlin, not believing in your friends, wishing against their success, and not getting 3,000 views.
I said I think we could do it, and listen, I worked hard this week to send it out to fans, to get it all in line because I was determined for us to hit the goals. Even though I didn't think it could happen last week, during the week.
Caitlin will stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning to prove she was wrong. That's how strong and hard of a worker Caitlin is. All right, what you were gonna say something? I think. What were you gonna say?
Yes. So I made a deal with the Sim Fam. I'm not sure if you know this, but I said to them, if Cimarelli hits 10 weeks on the stream, that I'll buy you merch, Cimarelli merch.
Okay.
And I got confirmation it delivered yesterday. And Becca and Harper both approved of the item that I gave you.
Really?
Yes. And so
this is at my place.
This is at your P.O. box.
Oh, this is at my P.O. box. Okay, fantastic.
So they all, as in the whole Sim fam that was like, yes, you have to do this, said get Kevan to wear it to the VMAs. I said, I don't think I could get him to do that. And then they were like, what about the live stream? I said, I'm not sure if I could get him to do that either because he's unbiased, but I'm sure we could do an unboxing video or something.
Yeah, I think I think we can definitely do that. Definitely not happen at the VMAs. If you even knew the circus and the puzzle, dude, they literally delivered, like, I'm not kidding you, 50 pounds of clothing today for me to try on for the VMAs. I mean, it's like a whole circus on like what I'm supposed to wear. But that's awesome. And I love an unboxing. You know, Banjo and Banjo's nostrils love an unboxing. So I think that's the next unboxing right there. Boom, book delivered. Mark it down next week. I love it. All right. Next, well, thank you very much for buying me that. And then also, let's get to some other callers.
All right, let's give Reagan a try.
What up, Reagan? It's Kev.
Hi,
How you doing? Where are you calling from?
Chicago.
Chicago. You know what? I judge a city, Reagan, by a couple things, like how friendly the people are, the nightlife, and the food. And maybe the music, honestly. I'll throw music maybe as a fourth thing. Chicago, out of this world. Great town. And also a very cool town in the sense of, you know, like I grew up in around New York City. It's a very discernible, you know, border to the city, right? It's an island, New York. So you cross a bridge. You're very much either in the city or out of the city. What's cool about Chicago is it's kind of like a sprawling, you know, where you get the downtown, you get like the urban thing, but then it's, you know, there's really cool neighborhoods that are still technically Chicago.
Yeah.
All right, well, moving on, I guess. What do you, did you watch the show tonight, Reagan? Did you get to see the show this week? Okay, cool. Who are you rooting for? Let me know your allegiances.
Why don't we? Of course.
Well, then let me say this. Congratulations, 17 weeks, no joke.
Yeah, no joke at all.
That's crazy. So when did you first discover the live stream?
The first week.
No way. Get out of here.
Because of Jeff.
Oh, really? My good buddy, my BFF. What do you think Jeff and I should call our band?
I don't know.
You got any, or like if you could hear Jeff and I, our band, cover one song, what would it be?
I don't know.
Reagan doesn't want to talk about her hometown. Doesn't want to talk about me or Jeff's band name or what. So what do you want to talk about? Tell me. The show is yours.
I don't know.
I don't know. She's like, I just wanted to see if this worked.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. You know what I like to ask Why Don't We fans? Limelights, lemon light bulbs. If you know, what's up? If you know, you know. When do you think they're coming back? Give me a day. Give me a date.
I feel like sometime in September.
Ooh. Okay. So
People are saying their anniversary, but I feel like that's too obvious.
When's their anniversary?
September 27th.
Okay, so you got, what do you got? The 18th is a Friday, and then the 25th is a Friday. Maybe. You think it's, well, you really think it would be too obvious and they wouldn't want to drop it? You think it, like, I don't know. I'm thinking out loud with you.
Because they said they're coming at a time that we don't think.
Oh, okay. Well, who said that? Jeff said that or they said that?
Jeff said that.
Jeff says a lot of things. All right, that's not a bad guess. So what's your official guess? You said September. Give me a date though. Can you do me a favor? I want to make like a bingo board for Limelights of when they think Why Don't We is gonna come back, and whoever is the closest, I want to like give them a prize.
Okay.
Okay, and maybe we can make a graphic. Okay, Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Reagan from Chicago. Reagan, what's your username, just so we can get a hold of you?
Corbin.Besson.NASA.
.NASA. What do you like? Why don't we in space? Is that what that was?
No, because Corbin likes space.
Oh, okay. I knew that. I was just seeing if you knew that.
Is that from Instagram?
Yeah.
Duh, Caitlin.
Listen, some people might not have Instagram. Maybe they found it through Twitter. Gotta check.
All right. So you say September what? Give me a date.
Let me look at the calendar.
Okay.
I'm gonna say September 18th.
Okay. Reagan got dibs on September 18th. Caitlin, you got that?
Yes.
Corbin.Besson.NASA.
Yep.
Love it. All right. Reagan, any final thoughts? What are you doing this weekend?
I have a birthday party and I start school Monday, so yeah,
No way. What year?
11th grade.
Okay, that's like a crunch time. That's a crunch time like year, right? Because you gotta start thinking about college.
Yeah.
Where's your head at with college and then just getting ready for all that?
I don't really know what I want to be yet, so
Oh, well,
who
yeah.
knows?
Don't beat yourself up over that if you do. I mean,
Yeah.
the amount of people the amount of friends of mine now that were out of college that aren't even doing something that they studied in college. You know, it's definitely a journey. I mean, what are your interests? What are you somewhat interested in?
Like music and computers. I like both of those things.
Nice. Maybe you could be like the producer of the Friday Livestream eventually.
That would be fun.
That'd be cool, right? Come work at MTV. Well, right on. Well, best of luck if I don't talk to you between now and the start of school. You said school starts Monday?
Yeah.
All right, cool. What's it looking like? Is it going to be virtual or are you going back to actual school?
I'm doing it online till
nice.
January.
Till January. Wow. So what, like no fall sports?
Yeah.
Wow. What a weird school year.
I know, right?
At least you got the Friday live stream.
Yep.
All right, Reagan, have a really good time at is it anybody's birthday I can wish them a happy birthday?
Nope.
Okay. I won't. Reagan, it was good talking to you. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So fun fact, before there
Yeah.
was somebody in the waiting room and they left, and I'm very sad because it was somebody from, I guess, who was a fan of Six Tones. But in their username, and in their username, they said how to pronounce it, and I guess they pronounce it Stones.
All right.
So-
All right.
Just a little fun fact.
You know what throws people when you add IX before the T in Stones.
Yep.
It might confuse a few folk.
But I mean,
There's a popular number, believe it or not, by the same 3 letters. All right. Well, thank you, Kayla.
right.
I'm not.
Yep.
That was valuable. That was a very valuable contribution. It was.
yeah, thank you. MJ, you are muted.
Oh my gosh.
MJ, what up? It's Kev.
Oh, hi, how are you? Oh my gosh. Can I just say a disclaimer first?
Okay.
Because I'm so nervous right now. So if I sound very incoherent, it's because of nervousness, not because I'm drunk. Just want to
I like that.
put it out there.
Okay, that's good. MJ, can I also offer a disclaimer?
Yeah, sure.
If I sound nervous, it's because I'm drunk.
Oh, okay. What did you drink, first of all?
Where are you calling from, MJ?
Calling from Canada. So shout out to Team Canada 18, SB19 for sure, of course, and also to my my very first 18 family on Twitter, Kenfinite, and my voting team family as well. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I'm so sorry.
No, you're doing fantastic. You're better than me, and I do this for a living. Okay. Who is your fan? Who is your artist?
SB19.
Okay, that's what throws me. So their fans are called 18?
Yes, so you...
That's right. We learned this last week, right? Doesn't this mean... What does this mean?
Okay, so it's spelled A''TIN, pronounced as the number 18 because...
Right, I'm remembering this now.
SB19. So...
Doesn't it mean something, right? Doesn't it mean
right,
something?
so the meaning... So there's actually three meanings. So the first one is there's no SB19 if there's no 18. So for them also we come first as their fans. And second meaning is the Tagalog word atin, which means ours. So whatever achievement that SB19 get is also our achievement. And number 3, the A, that's why there's an apostrophe there, is because it means aurum, which is the very first group of fans that supported SB19, and so they wanted to pay homage to them because they were the ones that really helped them out when they were starting. So there.
Wow, that's a very well thought out name. So
it is very, yes.
18 comes before SB19, so 18 is almost like the vodka to my seltzer.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Right? All right, I think I'm following along. So you watched the show tonight, I take it?
Yes, I voted for 3 hours straight.
No way. How are your hands feeling?
It's okay. I'm used to it now because we started doing it last week. Also, I voted. You actually gave me a shout out last week.
Oh, amazing. What was the username?
MJ28.
Oh, nice.
SB19. Yes.
That's so cool. I love giving those shout outs. It's so neat. It's like, makes the world a smaller place in a lot of ways. So SB19, let's talk about this from a statistical breakdown. Now, Caitlin, I don't know if you would know this stat, but Caitlin, who produces this after show, she basically is kind of the official historian of the Friday Livestream. Just off the top of your head, Caitlin, can you remember a time? I know they didn't finish it one. It was unique circumstances with the biggest group in the world dropping a single, being on the show, hearing a video, BTS's climb tonight was really incredible. But Caitlin, can you think of a time that an artist held on to the number one spot that long into a show?
I want to say one of the weeks, Monsta X held number one for a while.
I don't know if it was ever that long, Caitlin. I really don't. It's it was basically, I looked at it after the show wrapped. SB19 was number one every single check-in except for the final check-in. So it basically took BTS, one of the biggest groups in the world, if not the biggest, the entire show to defeat SB19, which speaks, I think, to the passion of 18 and SB19. And I think the sky's the limit for you guys, MJ.
I'm sorry?
I think the sky's the limit for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're just getting started.
I just wanted to also share what SB19 means. I'm not sure if somebody had shared that already. And so I wanted to share that, if that's okay.
Please.
Okay, so SB came from their Korean company, which is ShowBT. And 19 is actually signifies the collaboration of Korea and the Philippines. So 83 area code for Korea and 82 area code for Korea, 63 area code for the Philippines. So if you add each number, it's 19. And if you subtract 82 minus 63, it's also 19. So, and the boys gave their own meaning to SB, which is sound break. So the goal is for them to be able to break into the Filipino music industry with their fresh and new sound. So we call them P-pop group, and we're very, very, very proud of them.
Yeah, it sounds like I think it's just exciting for them as a new group to be able to break through on the MTV platform and become that popular. I mean, it was really Caitlin, don't go into too much, behind the scenes detail, but you can share, what you were telling me about SB19 this week and what the voting looked like.
On Twitter, SB19 went nuts. I don't think any group has ever, or any artist has had that many tweets. Put in over 200,000, I want to say, maybe over 300,000. Wow. My mind was absolutely blown, and I really thought SB19 was going to take the crown tonight of most requested. But as soon as the BTS army arrived, I was like, oh gosh, it's going to be a battle.
We have a lot of army friends as well. So to be second from BTS, it's an amazing achievement. We cannot ask for anything more.
Yeah, MJ, I think you're a very smart fan, and I think that that's the right attitude to have. I feel like some fans, they get so caught up in this, that, or the other, but think about it. SB19
Absolutely.
Is in the same conversation right now on MTV as BTS.
I know. Oh my god.
Isn't that wild?
It's crazy to think about it, and I would like to also thank you for this kind of platform, because this really is one of their goals, to be able to share their music to everyone, and you have a very great reach. And so this is just the beginning, and we're very, very excited for what's the future.
Yeah, just the beginning
them.
indeed.
Yes.
Just the beginning indeed. Right on. Well, are you on the West Coast or East Coast of Canada?
East Coast. I'm
right on.
in Mississauga, yes, near Toronto. So.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
Well, it's 9:20. You should pour yourself a drink there, MJ.
I know. I was about to say I have a Smirnoff Ice ready.
Nice.
I'm so nervous right now.
No. Cheers. Cheers to you, MJ. I'll have to talk to you soon, okay?
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Be safe.
Alyssa, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh.
What up, Allie the Army?
Great to be back, Kevin.
It's great to have you back. I'm glad we booked you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Are you outside? Are you calling us from a location?
Yeah, I'm outside right now. I was out grocery shopping with my mom and sister. You guys want to say hi?
Yeah. What up, guys?
They said hi, and I've been telling them all about you.
Oh, yeah? Good things, I hope, right?
Yeah, nothing but good things.
Nothing but good things, exactly. All right, cool. So before you were grocery shopping, did you get to watch the show tonight?
Oh, yes, and when I saw that BTS was going to be on the show, do you remember the first time we talked and you said it would be cool if BTS came on the show?
Okay, can I make a confession, Alyssa? I knew they were coming on the show, and I was trying to be cute and drop hints, and then MTV goes, stop dropping hints. It was supposed to be a surprise. So I think you knew. I'm not just saying this. I think you knew before anyone in America knew.
That's what I was kind of thinking, too. Like, I kind of had some idea.
Right? Like, why would he say that? So, okay, what did you think about the end product? What did you think about them on the show?
It's like God heard my prayers, your prayers, and the Army's prayers as a whole.
Yeah, totally. I think God watches the show for sure. What did you think of Dynamite? Just that being a new song. What do you think about the sound, the direction?
Even though I wasn't born in the 70s, I feel like I was like going back in time to the 70s because it has like that disco feel, you know?
But it's so good, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's like perfect for the clubs.
Yeah, there you go. I'm very excited for you to see their VMA performance. What they have planned is truly incredible.
I bet you it's going to be out of this world.
It's you gotta see it. You gotta watch on August 30th. It's just gonna be incredible. Any other thoughts on tonight's show? Because I think of you as like a Friday Livestream expert.
Other than the fact that I was excited to see BTS, I was also rooting for Monsta X, GOT7, Stray Kids, Lay Zhang, Wonho, and Jackson Wang.
GOT7 debut tonight. That's exciting.
Yeah, by the way, I was the one that requested GOT7.
Oh, no way, really?
Yeah, I kept like requesting GOT7 because I feel like they needed to be on the show.
Yeah,
Time.
You're not wrong. Well, awesome. Well, Alyssa, it's so good to talk to you every time. You were such a, I don't know if a lot of people tell you this, you probably get it all the time, but you're such a ray of positivity. Like, your positivity is very contagious.
Aw, thank you.
Absolutely. Well, enjoy the Powerade. I hope you got one. And then you said your mom and your sister. Is that who you're shopping with?
Yeah, I was with my mom and sister.
Awesome. So send them my best.
All right, thank you.
Awesome. Peace.
Take care.
Bye. See you guys. All right. So thank you to all the callers on tonight's after show. Episode 5. I can't believe we've been doing this 5 episodes. It's really, the whole thing's flying by. I mean, the fact that we started this in April, the fact that Caitlin and I have been working together now since March. I mean, in so many ways, this year is like the longest year of all time, but in a lot of ways, it's also like, I don't know, it just feels like it happened in the blink of an eye. Time, they say time is a construct, right? And I think this year, not to get too deep on the after show, but it's really put that to the test of just how weird and trippy time is. I don't know if you feel like that, Caitlin, but do you kind of feel like simultaneously 2020 has been the fastest and longest year of your life?
Yeah, for sure. And like, it's just like even making the graphics, I think I said this like a couple of weeks ago, but like making the graphics is just so mind boggling to me because today I made 17 weeks for Why Don't We? And like, where did that number come from? because it feels like yesterday that we were just kicking this off, or
mental.
or even, do you remember the 4-hour concert that you used to host?
Oh my gosh, on
Friday
Twitch?
Livestream?
On Twitch? That's like, yo, if you know about the Twitch stream, yo, if you're listening to this right now and you know about the Twitch stream, drop a comment being like, I know about the Twitch stream. Because that means you're like an OG fan. Like, literally, like, pre-Friday Livestream, pre-classic music video live stream, whatever they used to call it. Pre all that was the Twitch stream. Crazy. Where T-Pain made me play guitar. It was terrible.
When you were talking about guitar on the live stream today, that's what came into my mind.
Bro, I'm so much better than
about
that.
it.
Don't even start, bro. Don't even start.
I feel like
all
that's just bragging rights, though. Like, to say, I played guitar for T-Pain. Because T-Pain asked me to. Like, that's more
For the
what
record,
my mind went to.
For the record, T-Pain cannot play guitar. Is in no position to judge my guitar playing, T-Pain. Mr. Pain. All right. So what do we got on the show? What are your thoughts on the show tonight, Kayla? I know you were kind of working during it, but what'd you think of it?
My mind, and I know I said this already, but my mind was so blown that BTS beat SB19. Like, I have no words for that, in all honesty.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I'm skeptical, and I don't even know. I don't know if that you have to really take anything from that of good or bad, but I'm skeptical if the ARMY will stick around. I hope they do. I hope every fandom does. I mean, if they do, though, I mean, it's so over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so. I mean, they're so powerful. They're almost. I want to say this about BTS. BTS and the ARMY are almost like otherworldly, in the sense that they're just so good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, BTS comes out with that song today, and I'm like, this is just a brilliant song. People talk about Drake doesn't miss, or, like these artists, and it's like, dude, BTS doesn't miss. I mean, talk about just like a focused and just razor sharp pop group. And really, I want to say this because I'm sick of labeling groups, man. Pop is pop, rock is rock, country's country, hip hop's hip hop. I don't care where you come from. So stop with these labels. They're one of the greatest pop groups of all time. Mm-hmm. And I think this song is going to go to #1 in the US next week. Mm-hmm. I want to say this actually before anybody else says this. I think this song goes to #1 in the US next week. And I think it debuts at #1. And I think it's a pop song. And I don't care where the group comes from. Stop the labeling. And I know, I'm not saying that people that put labels on things are doing it in a mean-spirited way, but just less labels, man. Less labels across the board, honestly. I don't mean to go off on a tangent or anything like this. I've been talking a lot on, like, IG Live about just, like, the world and stuff. Keelan's laughing because she's like, what the hell is he talking about? But, like, it's like, I don't know. I'm really inspired by the Friday live stream without trying to get, like, emotional or, like, sentimental. But it's like, man, you watch the news today. It's all about how we're different, And it's like, in life, you can really look for, like, whatever you look. I truly believe this. Like, one of the biggest things in life is, like, what you look for. I remember there's, like, this famous story of a race car driver of, like, talking about before a crash. And he was saying, like, he was like a NASCAR driver or something to that effect. Maybe he was like Formula One, but he was a race car driver. And he was saying, like, before he crashed his car, all he was thinking about was crashing. Oh my God, I'm going to crash. Oh my God, I'm going to crash. And then he crashed his car. And he had talked also about times where he got very close to crashing, but he didn't crash. So in those times when he didn't crash, he never thought about the wall. He never thought about crashing. And I think in life, what you focus on and what you seek out, the human mind and the human spirit, it's like, it's the magic in us, right? That's what you find, Kayla and I started working together because of a DM. You know,
I
like
just told
like
somebody that story too. It's so crazy.
well, it's like whatever's meant to be is meant to be. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And you know, I used to work in bars, and really not nice bars, like really dingy, crappy, like bottom of the barrel bars. But my eyes were always on MTV. Always on MTV. Always. To the point, like, when it happened, everyone else was, oh my God, this is incredible, and how unlikely is this, And I was like, well, this isn't unlikely at all, because this is always what I was staring at. So the rant or the tangent or the diatribe I'm going on, if you want to look at the differences, you can find the differences, right? In people. You can always do that. But if you want to look at the similarities, I prefer to look at that, right? I respect the differences. So that's not to say you don't see like culture, you don't respect the differences amongst people. Of course you do. But I really think in a time like this, at least in the States, I don't know how everyone feels listening to this around the world, but at least in the States, you watch the news and I mean, it's all about division. It's all about us versus them, and whoever us is and whoever them is and whoever, what have you. And I think the Friday Livestream is this kind of really fascinating show that it crosses culture, it crosses boundaries, it crosses borders, it crosses labels, it crosses all of that. And it's just about love, and it's about music, and it's about the love of music. And I think that's really special. And I think it's something that if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I think we put it up on both. That Friday Livestream map is so important to me. And congratulations, or I should say thank you. Not congratulations, but thank you to Caitlin for making that map and taking the time to construct that map, because it's really, that map speaks volumes, because that is the world. That is our planet. And to see, I'd like to see more Middle Eastern artists on the show. I don't know how that happens. There are some, I'm not going to lie, there are some, gaps in that map that I'd like to see represented. And I'm confident that in time they will, but it's just cool. It's a really cool show, and it's a show I'm really proud to be involved with and host. And yeah, I think it's time that BTS be thought of along the likes of the Bee Gees, Michael Jackson, ABBA, I don't know how you say it, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. I mean, I think they're so much bigger than the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. And I know, like, just working at MTV and being a millennial in America, those are like that's the gold standard, right? Of pop vocal groups. But if you think about it, I don't know if they ever reached the global scale that BTS has now. And it's no slight. It's no slight to NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys, but I don't know how you don't put BTS in that category.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, these are, because I remember being at Billboard, and I remember people being like, oh, is this real? Are these, like, these are the conversations people were having early 2017. Are these bots? What is this? I remember the first time I saw the letters A.R.M.Y. And I was like, what the hell's that? And it was like, it was some article. I used to host a show called Billboard News. We would talk about, really Billboard News owes a lot to BTS. I mean, that brand was really built off the back of BTS, and in large part still is. And I remember the moment I knew it was real was the 2017 American Music Awards, and I was lucky enough to work with Dick Clark Productions on that show. And I remember being in downtown Los Angeles and being at the Microsoft Theater for rehearsals. And I remember the day of. Well, I remember that's where I met BTS. And there's their clip online of me meeting them, literally in the hallways, in the bowels of backstage of the Microsoft Theater. And I remember walking outside on show day and seeing the fans. And it was such a holy you-know-what moment of like, oh my gosh, this is... And it was kind of like social media colliding with real life for the first time. But it's history now when you think about it. It's like, wow. That was their U.S. television debut, and I was there. And then I was there at the 2018 Billboard Music Awards when they performed. And it was so insane because that was a show that had Drake on it, and that had I don't want to misspeak, actually. I don't know if Drake was on that show, but that was a show that just had so many big stars on it. And Janet Jackson was on it that night, and Bruno Mars was there that night. And I'm telling you, nobody got a bigger reaction than BTS that night. And then to be a part of their, it's funny because I feel like I'm more connected to the ARMY than BTS. I've met, sure, I've been around them in close proximity at some pretty big moments in their career. But, I was like around the ARMY a lot more, I feel like. I have a stronger connection to the ARMY than, say, I do BTS personally. And I've always been kind of like, I don't know. There's a million different ways you can be a host and approach the profession of hosting. I've always been like weirded out a little bit by like, acting like you're friends with some of these people that you're not friends with. Like there's artists I'm bona fide friends with, that I could text right now. I don't have that kind of relationship with BTS, but the ARMY I feel like I grew up with. When I was kind of coming up as a host of the past, I sometimes, what's funny, Caitlin? I talk like I'm this like grizzled old man. I've been doing this like 3.5 years. You know what I mean? Like so much is, I've had the weirdest career, man. I really have. I'm such a fortunate guy where I just, my first job was at effing Billboard magazine, It just, I feel like I'm very sentimental with the ARMY, and I don't know. It's like we grew up together in a certain way. But yeah, I respect BTS, and I've been able to be a part of some of their biggest moments, or not their biggest moments. I don't want to say that, but some big moments along the way. Especially their MTV debut in Times Square in February was just massive because that's a globally recognized group and a globally recognized brand. And somehow this doofus from New Jersey is like the guy they decided is the best one, to handle that situation. But, I'm glad we fooled them. They're one of the biggest groups of all time. I'm just sorry for ranting, but I'm just thinking about history, No,
it's true. But I think your connection with the ARMY is kind of why people like you and why people want you to host things, because you keep it real and you give fans the experience that other hosts don't give. Like, you're very level-headed. You are the same you are in like on TV as you are in real life. And it's one of those things like, what other host is doing a podcast where he or she talks to fans? None of them that I know of. And I think that's just like a huge part of why the Friday Livestream is so special, because it's the show for the fans. And you become like that liaison, and people get turned on to other artists' music. Like I am a fan of the new BTS song. I couldn't tell you if I really have ever listened to BTS prior to this, but like I like the song. I dig it. Like I've added so many songs from the Friday Livestream to my current playlist, because it's just like week after week I hear them and I'm like, okay, this is like really good music. I'm clearly missing out. So I think it's just one of those things that like, it really just brings everybody together, and that's why people like it so much, and that's why people like you, and that's why you are the best host ever. I'm declaring it. Like, you're the mayor of the Friday Livestream. I'm the mayor of the after show, and I declare Kevin is the best host of all time.
Hear ye, hear ye. Thank you for the kind words, Caitlin. I also want to mention, though, that I'm the only host doing this on a Friday night. I could be at the bar, but I'm hanging out with you, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
We have to do shout outs.
All right, so big shout out before we go. These are some friends of ours that showed that not only do they subscribe to our YouTube channel, but they also have their our post notifications on, so they'll get a little alert on their phones or smart devices about if we post a video. So we really appreciate them. You can get shout outs on next week's show by doing the same. Again, subscribing to us on YouTube, and then also turning on your post notifications. Okay, first up, Cherry Yoon, 16. What up, Cherry? You sound delicious. Danese, 1819. You're getting shout outs all over the place. This Danese is like famous. They might get a reality show on MTV. I shouted them out for turning on their tune-in reminders on YouTube for the live stream. And then I'm also shouting them out right now. What? I don't know if you can hear that. MTV's texting. It's 10 o'clock at night. Leave me alone. All right? I did the show. Moving on. I Frey Star. Stop texting me, MTV. SB19 LNG MLKS. You rule. I love you to death. And Falling Ortiz, who I assume is an Ozone. Shout out to all of the Ozones. And here's the goal for next week. Caitlin has been demoted. She's the mayor of the after show. It's fine, but you know what? I'm overruling her, and I have that authority because if you study government, you know how government works. The mayor of the Friday Livestream has the power. Okay, we don't have to get into it right now. We don't have to confuse people. But basically, I'm overruling Caitlin. She's a pessimist, and I always knew she was a bad apple, personally. But
Okay. Yeah, totally. But I do have a good goal this time. I have one good goal.
What's your goal? Let's hear the goal. Let's hear the goal. What's the goal?
2K subscribers. You're at 1.76. Let's get you to 2K.
That's fine. I like 2K. That's fine. But we're not. I don't even want to hear what you want views wise.
You can do the views.
Caitlin's goal last week. Can I explain something really quick? I just want to make sure this is crystal clear. Caitlin's goal last week was less than the week before. What kind of goal is that? I'm looking at Banjo right now. I mean, come on, man. I give you 2 treats. The next day you want 3. All right. Anyways. The goal this week is 3.4. I'm happy with it. 3.4K.
Yes, me too.
Why? What were you gonna say?
I had no number prepared. I was gonna let you do that.
See, Banjo? See that? You didn't even prepare a number.
I'm surprised you didn't say 3.5.
I'm not greedy, Caitlin. You're very greedy. You want 2,000 subscribers next week. Your word's not mine. You know? I'm happy with just 1 extra 100. That's all I want. I'm a humble man.
Okay, but last week on YouTube, we had like 1.3K and we got up to 1.7.
Wait, so okay, Caitlin, we gotta work on goals. If we added 400 subscribers, we need 500 next week. That's how goals work.
I just look at the number.
Okay, I'm taking over. Caitlin's
Okay.
strong. Okay, here's how this is gonna work. 2.1K is the new goal for subscribers. 3.4K is the new goal for views. It's been an amazing week. I bid you all a farewell and a very awesome good night.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Bye.